The Wolverine is the second Wolverine standalone film in the X-Men series after X-Men Origins Wolverine, which was pretty terrible. That film's not very good. And this film is about Logan after the events of X-Men 3. He's pretty broken up about what happened to Jean and all the stuff he's been through, so he's pretty much gone into hiding again. He's living in the remote regions of Canada when he's called into action, sort of, because an old friend of his who he'd saved at Nagasaki back during World War II, reaches out to him and offers him a chance to just live and die as a normal human being by taking away his mutant ability of healing. Shortly after, when he arrives in Japan, because that's where the movie takes place for some reason, he actually did lose his powers, and now he's trying to protect this person's granddaughter from these people hunting her. Well, he's pretty much going on a journey where he's pretty much learning to be the Wolverine again. I enjoyed this film. This was a decent film. I don't enjoy it as much as the other X-Men films, but it was definitely better than Origins. Much better. For one, the film is raw and uncut and really deep in its action. Like when Wolverine uses claws to stab someone, there's blood on it when it comes out. And when Wolverine is affected by the atomic bomb to Nagasaki in the opening scene, you see that as what it looks like is messed up, which gets healed because he's Wolverine, but it's pretty dark looking. And there's lots of really awesome action in the film. It's really uncensored, and it's pretty amazing they got away with a lot of PG-13 stuff in this movie. They could have done an R-rated Wolverine film, they really could have, but, better save that for Deadpool, which I'm pretty excited for. And I gotta say, I really like the character of Yukio, who is like Wolverine's guardian in the film. Sorry, trucks. I really like her character. She was alright at acting. Her actress, at first was a little bit but I grew on the character. The character grew on me a lot more later on, and I really like that. And I gotta say, I really think that the film at times can get a little slow and kind of uninteresting-ish, but I don't know, it's kind of just stuff that happens. And the film itself, the plot is kind of small, and the conflict is kind of relegated to this thing that I'm not really that interested in, even if I think it makes for a good way for Wolverine to experience this stuff again. I'm just not sure if it was the right way. There's a character it's based on, which I'm not going to spoil, but, I think it works alright, even if it's a little slow at the end. And I'm not a big fan of some of the other stuff that happened in the movie. It gets slow at points, and it's not the most exciting, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the rest of it. I think Hugh Jackman is amazing in this film, and oof, that is a strong man. Just look at this man. Look how big and strong he is. Doesn't he make you want to be like that? Yeah, anyway, the film itself is pretty good, except for some slowish parts and some characters I didn't really care about. But that being said, the Wolverine is a lot of fun, and I would recommend it because there are parts that are fun, others are dull. The ending also is a bit kind of comic booky and typical. I know, I remember a friend of mine who's like, I really like the Wolverine, but the last 5 minutes were pretty terrible because it was so generic. And the Rotten Tomatoes consensus will also tell you that. I didn't hate it as much as those guys, but yeah, I can definitely understand where they're coming from. So overall, I would recommend the Wolverine. I got my copy of it on Blu-ray for about $3 during Black Friday, and it was worth the price. I had a good time with it. And, there's a third one of these coming out, so hey, let's see where that goes from there. And there's also a post-credit scene that you should stick around for that is basically leading into Days of Future Past, the next X-Men film, which I'm excited to watch. So anyway, I'm going to give The Wolverine an 86%. It's not the best X-Men film, but it's a good one, and I liked it. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios, home slices.